as you take away from this gathering a singular intent of getting into the vortex and then. Now we know it's got to be irritating to hear that and hear that and hear that and hear that and hear that, but get in the vortex and then. In other words, as you accept that you are vibrational beings, and as you accept that this vortex holds the vibrational manifestation of everything that you have come to be, and as you let your singular intent be to find vibrational alignment with that, it is our promise to you that not only will your day tomorrow feel even better than today, and the one after that even better than that, and the one after that even better than that, that there will be a tipping point where you will come really soon into conscious awareness of your personal power. Now, you came forth into this physical body with the delicious intention of being a deliberate creator. You knew that the contrast would inspire you, and you knew that rockets of desires would shoot forth from you, and you knew that you would set into motion a vortex of creation. You knew that. And you knew that if you never heard a word from the likes of Abraham, that this would take place, and that you would emphatically, dramatically, personally add to the expansion of the universe. You knew that. And you knew before your birth into this body that as all of that takes place, that at some point there will be that re-emerging back into non-physical. And you knew that you would shed all of the things that were worrisome that you'd picked up along your physical trail, and that you would then stand without the problem part of the equation, only in the solution part of the equation. And you knew that you would revel in the accomplishment of that which was this physical life experience. You knew every bit of that. And so we're not talking to you in the way that we are in answer to your powerful questions in order to remind you of those things so much, because whether you remember that or not is really unimportant, because that's just the way the universe works. You're adding to it in a powerful way whether you know that you are or not. And you're on your way to a blissful conversation and realization of that which you are. You will return to your utter knowledge of worthiness, and you will be proud of this life experience and all it is meant for you. You will, and you will make a very powerful intention to come forth again and again and again, because the satisfaction factor is so huge. But we're having this conversation with you because you should be feeling good now. You should be feeling your power now. You should be creating deliberately now, because the difference between sifting and deciding and aligning and realizing through manifestation is so rich and full and complete in comparison with just stumbling on it, you see. To be a deliberate creator, to deliberately acknowledge something missing, and then to want it even in its absence, and then to find a way of feeling it even before you can see it, until you know the reality of it even before it is a physical reality, is the most delicious creating that takes place any time, any space, any place. We feel such appreciation for your willingness to play with us in this eternal game of creation. And above all other things, it is our desire that you take away from this gathering these three things. The vortex is a reality. I have easy access to it, and I'm practicing my way into it all day, every day. And as you make those three simple observations and apply just a small amount of effort, less than it takes to learn a new computer program, you will return to the true nature of your being. And you will then be the uplifter that you were born to be. But most of all, you will be the liver of life in the way that you've meant it. You will see the world through the eyes of Source. Don't do it for them. Do it for you. Our favorite conversation that erupted here today revolves around the law. That your life will insist on a new idea. and that your emotion will guide you to the experience of the manifestation. We want you to leave here sure of these things. You are more source energy than you are flesh, blood, and bone being. You are vibration at your basis, and your emotions are your keenest way to identify that. Life is supposed to feel good to you, and when it doesn't, you're off track. You can't get it wrong no matter what, because at its time of feeling most wrong, you're really poking around in a problem. And when you are at a time when you are really poking around in a problem, you're really giving birth to a solution. And we all really appreciate that, because we exist as you perceive us right here and now, as the solution side to the problem that you have posed. If your life had not prompted the culmination of your question, these answers could not be here in this vivid form. We were not standing here as the owner and holder or perceiver of all of this knowledge, just waiting for you to figure out the right question so that we could deliver it to you in the perfect timing. You created the answer when you posed the question. Our satisfaction happened even while you were struggling with your question. Your satisfaction doesn't happen till you let go of the problem and accept the reality of the solution. There isn't anything that you're supposed to do. You didn't say, as you made the decision to come into this body, you didn't say, I'll find my life's purpose and I'll fulfill it. You didn't say, I'll go forth and find the things that need to be fixed or improved, and I'll work on fixing and improving them. Instead, you said, I cannot wait to sink my thinking teeth into the variety that will inspire expansion from me, because it's fun as it begins in the beginning and the middle and the ending. It's fun to explore contrast and variety, and it is oh so fun to give birth to a new idea that has not been before. And it is so much fun to recognize the vibrational variance between the new idea that I've given birth to and where my habit of thought usually is. And it's fun to be aware of this vibrational variance by the emotions that I feel, and it's fun to guide myself into alignment, and it's fun to feel the improvement in the manifestation of my life as I find more alignment. And oh, it is so satisfying to come into complete alignment with that new expansion that I just carved out. And oh, then by the way, it's fun to see the manifestation swoop in all around me, but it's then fun to find myself standing in a new place of diversity and contrast, giving birth immediately to another new desire. That's fun. And it's fun to realize that I'm not up to speed yet with that new idea, but it's fun to recognize that I have guidance within me that lets me know the direction of my expansion. And it's oh fun when I turn in the direction of that. So satisfying to feel the call of source and to come into alignment with it. Oh, and so exhilarating to complete that vibrational alignment and to feel the resonance with the fullness of all that I have become. Oh, so satisfying. And then to get to watch the manifestation swoop in around as evidence of that alignment. So fun. And then to find myself standing in a new contrasting place, because I cannot stand in any place for any period of time at all. It's all moving forward so rapidly, isn't it? So when you come, as so many of you have, to the awareness that it is the expansion that is exhilarating, and the catching up with it that is exhilarating, and the contrast that's exhilarating, and the expansion that is exhilarating, and the catching up with it that's exhilarating, and the manifestation that is exhilarating, but it's the movement of energy that you are about. You are energy moving themes. You are creators. You are focusers. You are beers, not doers. You are beers, not havers. You are beers. You are emotional beings. And as you care how you be, as you care how you feel, then all of that having and doing will just show itself to you. But it will never, ever, ever be the main event. It will always be old news. It will always be old news, because the new news is the new idea, the new expansion, the new motion forward, the new coming into alignment, the new emotion, the new sensation, the new culmination, the new manifestation, the new contrast, the new idea, the new coming into alignment, the new emotion, the new alignment, the new manifestation, the new contrast. In other words, it's just this cycle of never-ending joyful life experience that we are all a part. We experience only joy from everything you are, everything you be, everything you do, everything you want. You are the source of unending joy for us. And we offer only unequivocal love and appreciation to you and all that you are. When you reach for alignment with the way we feel about you, until it is your chronic understanding of who you are, then you will be living life as you intended to be. And then those who are watching you, who may understand to some degree and may not, they will say, what is your joyful secret? You seem joyful all the time. And you say, I am. And they say, but how can you be joyful when there are these things going on and these things going on? And you say, because in everything that I see, I understand the bigger picture of how it all fits together. And it always turns out really, really good.